Hi everybody, I'm Brad from Big Family Homestead, and in this video we've got count them, five brand new, unusual, interesting, weird, strange, cool, whatever kind of stories from the news around the world and here. So let's get to it. That's right, this series of videos is basically as I come across interesting or odd or strange stories on the web, because I access a lot of different sites from around the world. I kind of file them away, and when I hear about something that's like, worthy, that's this. So basically we got 5 stories today from around the world that I view as worthy. Now, one last thing before we get going, I will post the links to these news stories that I found in the description below, because I gotta be honest, some of these things are just flat out humdingers, and I want you to know I'm not making them up. If I'm lying, I'm dying. The proof's down there. You read it for yourself. Okay, now I gotta set up the deal so that you understand why I view this story as interesting, and that's this. Our judicial system and our courts and our government seems to just be out of control lately in terms of trying every way they can to take away as many liberties you have, and all kinds of crazy stuff as fast as they can. And that's why I view this story as worthy. And that is this: the Supreme Court has just ruled that basically if you have a felony, you're not allowed to own guns. So what had happened was there was a guy who was a felon, but he already had guns, and the government took them, and they weren't going to let him sell them or do anything with them. They were just saying, no, they're ours now. Well, the Supreme Court ruled that they cannot do that. And so basically he can sell his guns. He's not allowed to keep them, but they defended the right of his property, which that to me is cool. And that's why I go, because they don't usually do the right thing these days. So I guess we should be happy. Now this next one I thought was super, super cool because it offers hope to so many people in terms of a healthy lifestyle. And basically this story is a family of 5 was approached by some researchers, and they basically ate normal food just like everybody does, boxed up stuff, whatever you get from the grocery store. Family of 5, and they challenged them. They took everything out of their pantries and their whole food stores and replaced it with 100% organics. And the reason why they did that was these folks had their urine tested before this study, and they were found to have all kinds of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, rodenticides. Their bodies were jacked full of all of this nasty chemicals. And I can't even imagine what it does to us in long term. It's probably one of the roots of cancer, but I'm no super big brain guy. So basically, these people had a transformation. Their food was removed and replaced 100% with organic only food. Now this is the cool thing. These researchers kept testing them in different periods, but it only took 2 weeks for them to be nearly 100% pesticide, herbicide, fungicide, side free. 2 weeks, and that stuff was gone just by eating right. Can you imagine what would happen to your body if we did that on a long-term basis? You gotta know just instinctively that we would live incredibly longer, healthier lives, and much more vigor, power, yes. Go organics, go, yeah. Okay, so up next, this is kind of a trip into the sci-fi land made now. Basically, it's no secret that our government's always trying to develop the latest, greatest ways to kill people and subdue you and take your liberties. Yeah, so anyway, there's DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Project. They are kind of like the mad scientists who come up with all the laser beams and things that you can just shoot down a pebble from the space stations and kill somebody without, all that kind of weird, wacky stuff. They literally build Terminators, drone projects, all that kind of stuff. Well, basically the government has funded this project, and this is nothing new. They've been doing it for a long time. I'm gonna get to the point, but I had to set this up. But they basically fund projects for researchers. They'll say, hey, we got a couple $1 million if you can figure out a way to have a robot do X, Y, and Z. Whoever wins gets the money. And so DARPA works with these people to create the best ways to kill people and subdue things and take your liberties. So anyway, this is interesting. There is a company, I gotta call this up because I wanna make sure I say it exactly right. It's the Campaign to Stop Killer Robots, Mary Wareham. There is actually an organization called the Campaign to Stop Killer Robots, which I'm going, probably a good thing. No killer robots, bad. But basically they're butting heads with this whole situation, and it's come to the news because they're basically floating this out there because DARPA's wanting to create the next gen weapons. The military wants the next gen weapons, but this is the interesting thing about this article. The Campaign to Stop Killer Robots, what they really want is that they want there to be humans in the loop of these life and death decisions, whether it's on a battlefield or wherever, because right now they have autonomous robots, swarming robots, they'll fly through the air, autonomous drones that somebody can just give them a set of instructions and then they go and think it out, figure out the challenges and get through it. Now that sounds a little dangerous to me, totally Terminator-like. And it sounds far off, way off into the future, but no, they've already done it. They've been doing it for a long time. And so the interesting thing is that the fight is not over whether we should do this, because they've already been doing it. The fight is over whether we should try to keep humans in the loop. Wow, I might have to bust out the old Terminator movie and see what's next. All right, next up, this is kind of, well, should come from the land of, duh, you should know that. Well, on the yahoo.com website in their health section, there was a study done that, well, how do I put this delicately? Yeah, well, if you wear tighty whities as a man, your sperm count will be nearly 50% lower than men who wear boxers. Yay! Go Boxers. Yeah. All right, this last one from the land of the Great White North. Oh, Canada. Your youth are amazing. And this story is a testament to how awesome Canada has become in terms of drugs and yeah. Well, basically in Ontario, a couple kids in a public park got stoned out of their mind, got lost in the day, in the park, freaked out, and called Canada's 911 version, to which they were rescued, stargazingly looking onward, by their police, and yeah, that's just ridiculous. Wow. Go Canada. Yay. Anyway, I don't think every Canadian is like that. Of course not. That's silly. They're just kids and they're stupid kids, and well, drugs make a kid stupid, and well, kids are generally stupid, and then you add the drugs and, well, don't worry about that. Anyway, please pass the video around. Don't forget to click subscribe. It truly does help my family out. I am Brad with Big Family Homestead, and you have an amazing day.